Eric is already there, very disappointed. 1, 2, 3. This is me and NSF to be read that. Fuck this, we're out.
I swear, you know, I don't think this is a hot take. You should put Twitter into a zoo.
Yeah?
It's
Funny
like
enough,
something to be absorbed and kept alive for as much long as possible.
the funny thing is, both the left and right wing would agree that Twitter sucks, but for completely the opposite reasons.
Because they're both too fucking biased.
Basically. I kind of wish I had more save files though, not gonna lie. Right? Yeah, I kind of find it odd, because 9 has like, Final Fantasy 9 has like fucking, how many save files compared to this game? It's like, Jesus. What a difference.
I know, right?
Wake up! Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, ようやくお目覚めか。ここはデルカダールの外れにある教会だ。お前、あれからずっと気を失ってたんだぜ。
Fucking Eric has been sturdier than his defense stats as he is.
奇跡ってやつを信じて崖から飛び降りたが、どうやらその賭けには勝ったらしい。たか、何が起きたかわからねえが、気づいた時には無傷で崖下の森の中さ。大して
I just believed really, really hard.
Could we use that as well for whenever we're in battle?
Yes, it's called pet power.
のんびり休めるわけにもいかないが、まずは俺たちを助けてくれたシスターに礼を言っておくとするか。
So yeah, so did he finally join our party?
I think he's going to officially join our party after we talk to the lady here.
Right.
Na, もうバッチリさ。あんたのおかげで助かったぜ。
よかった。それは何よりです。ですがお気をつけて、先ほど不穏な話を耳にしました。何でも凶悪な囚人たちが牢を脱走し。
Oh yeah, some criminals on the team. Well, who will those people be?
一体どんな恐ろしい人物なのか。
And meanwhile, you have like these two. What evil schemes could they be plotting? And then meanwhile, them at the fucking campfire. So, have you ever played Uno?
I don't have Uno.
How can you not have Uno? You should have gotten it for free with your fucking knives.
I don't have Uno.
You have Uno, motherfucker.
I don't have Uno.
You have Uno, you fucking dick. Am I seeing that right? Did I get... Was a mail apparently a mail was sent to my old address? I don't know what it is though.
Interesting.
Like, what's this? A few things to discuss, right? Yes, for example, how is your hair blue?
And how is it standing like that?
How did you? What kind of gel are you using?
It's like you look almost like Sonic. It's like if I could squint my eyes, I would think you're Sonic Man from Sonic 06.
Also, it almost looks like you could become a Super Saiyan at any moment.
That too, I know, right?
あの渓谷地帯に村があるとは驚いたな。お前はそこの出身なのか。村のこと気になるだろうが、早まるなよ。今来た道を戻ったところで、グレイグの野郎に捕まるだけだ。奴に見つか
Sorry, I got distracted a bit.
別の裏道を使うしかない。
Need to avoid the main road.
なんだったら案内してやってもいいぜ。だが先に俺の用事を済まさせてくれ。
Say that, but we're gonna just use the back road to get to the main road.
そいつを取り戻しておきたいんだ。ローから連れ出してやったんだ。それくらいの頼み聞いてくれてもいいだろ。
No.
釣れないこと言うなって。城下町に忘れ物を取りに戻るだけさ。そしたら医師の村あたりまでローから連れ出してやったんだ。
Okay.
釣れないこと言うなって。
I like how I always go back to the original post afterwards.
That's the spirit.
待ってろ。適当なもん探してきて。
I got a perfect disguise.
He wears sunglasses.
ほら、こいつを着て顔を隠しな。兵士どもが待ち受ける城下町に。
If you put on a hoodie, no one will ever notice who you are.
Even though I look more suspicious that way.
Green arrow, write that down. Write that down.
That reminds me of Fire Emblem 7 on the Game Boy Advance. The three characters were trying to hide themselves as well from like people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they thought of the most genius idea of being like, you know, hidden. They just wear a cloak over their fucking shoulder. They didn't even like bother to put a hoodie on. There, perfect disguise.
No one will ever notice. Eric and King join forces. Right, because Eric now. So let's talk about Eric. He is a sword and knife user, and they say fuck the sword, use the knives.
Well, the swords are not bad. The knives are where the most damage will come from.
Yep.
Together with the fact that he also has rings, which are nifty for AoE control, they're a lot better for late game.
Rings boomerangs actually.
Boomerangs, yeah, boomerangs. My fault.
And you know, great. You know, AoE cool. You know, they can be used, but I'm just gonna stick to knives, just poison everything in my way.
And it's like if you're gonna use them, it's better for late game with the boomerangs. It's a lot more of a hassle to just bother with it right now. It just does 2 weak damage.
Yeah. Honestly,
So, yeah.
honestly, I just use Eric for boss battles, and like other characters, I just use for like crowd control.
Yeah, because there are actually better options than Eric too, for me. Like the hero himself.
They have this fucking bitch, one of those assholes that are like, hey, I want to see you do a pep power. You know, that pep power that just happens randomly.
Lovely.
Oh, that. By the way, pep powers are pretty random. What you can do is you can go in one fight, just keep pressing guard till you get a pep power, and then just hope you can beat the enemy fast enough to get to the other enemy that has like where you can like use the pep power.
Right.
But man, fuck these assholes, wasting my goddamn time. Do you think I don't have anything better to do? I kind of just skip some like text when it comes to like fucking side quest dialogue. It's like, oh my god, this takes fucking effort. I don't fucking care. Yeah, anyway, let's go down to the fucking pit. Ah, look at that. Another dry well. We found a small scale, found water. Look at that, a chest. What could be in the chest? Something really good, right? A pointy head. I guess it's better than nothing. Yep. And what are you doing right now?
No, I was just looking for that one scene, but I said, I can't find it, don't bother.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of in the middle of the commentary now, so, you know, kind of perfect, just kind of stay focused.
Yeah, the guy who was busy looking at his meals says that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe maybe it's something fucking important. Goddammit! You're not just gonna go, oh well, this thing that might actually be very important in my life that I actually really need to support myself. Now I'm gonna ignore that to talk about the video game for 2 fucking hours. It could be for the RGB, for example, right? For going to school and everything.
Right.
So I needed to check it, Dennis. I'm sorry. Jesus.
So.
Speaking of the checking mails, I also have to check if. Nah, nothing. Okay.
Alright then. So, what else is there right now? It's just going to fucking Heliodor to do some other
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Anyway, this is like the
I think-
backside of Heliodor, so this is another field that we're gonna explore.
This, I think that the other side is the waterfall. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
there's
but I
a-
think this place also has some different enemies, right? Like I think.
At
Ventus,
night.
maybe?
At night, yeah, there's also the archers here, but at night there's also like toadstools, and we didn't see the lamps yet. Well, we saw them in the cave, but we didn't we didn't fight against them yet.
Yeah.
The archers are actually kind of annoying because they can keep calling reinforcement for like ever. That does give you a ton of experience, but goddamn.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to move on.
Obviously,
And then, like,
Eric is
what-
also a thief. You can learn like stealing shit with him later down the road. And the stealing is dependent on the deftness stat.
What's that, sorry?
The deft stat. The deftness
Right.
stat. And later down the road we'll be able to get some some skill, some like armor that like boosts your deft stat, so that's good for Eric to like stealing shit.
God, we're like back to fucking square one with these fuckers.
That's basically how it always goes.
終わったな。
After watching this fucking this videos, I feel like playing the game again.
This game is also
Maybe
really
I'll-
fucking fun.
I might just go fucking to the PS4, just to fucking boot it up and start playing again. And probably suffer through the English voice acting again. Because, you know, I mean, maybe they could have, like, you know, maybe like put a Japanese patch or something, because, but yeah, fuck them.
Ah,
Fuck 'em
there's a tree.
all. Some of these
three.
enemies, man.
Also, that's another thing with all Dragon Quest games, there's a lot of fucking pots and everything. Stomp, jump.
Yeah. Man, did I say that right? That the tree fucking healed the archer or something?
Yes.
God.
終わったな。
Some enemies do
Especially
indeed
that-
also. Some enemies do have magic and some of them have healing spells. Isn't that fun?
I
Anyway.
didn't know about reach jumps. Funny enough, yeah, I didn't know about them. Those having it.
Especially great when they starts using mid heals.
To be honest, it's like right now tier 1 heal is pretty much like a full heal for most people. Or enemies.
Yeah. Now you actually
might-
there are two
Right.
magic stats. There are magical might and magical mending. Magical mending, of course, being the healing stat.
As far as I know, when it comes to those, to all spells, they and like no, not attacks, I think spells. They do have a set range of attack, and then you know
Yeah.
the higher the might, the high. Maybe it did it overshoot ever? Do you remember that or?
Yeah, it overshoots. Basically, the
Yeah.
higher you have like a set, you have like there's like like for example heal, just like at least heals you with 30 points. But if a character's magical mending is much better, then it will heal for more.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how much that goes with damage though. I think damage is different.
Yeah.
Because obviously they also have because you know enemies also have a magical defense, of course.
Might just have the same rule apply. It's like probably the magical defense is that they're just to lower the damage output of your
Yeah.
attacks.
But fine, in the beginning of the game, you know, you might use the hero to like use Frizz because you know that's like a good base attack. But later down the road, it's no use in using like the only time you can use magic with like the main character is if you want to maybe heal someone for emergency reasons, you know.
Yeah, he really is a far better DPS, and it's like no, and more on the physical side than magic.
Yeah.
The way they do give you some nifty spells like Zap and whatnot.
Well, yeah, because he's the hero, he needs to know Zap, of course. But you know, later down the road, if you're gonna use the hero, it's always gonna be fucking Giga. What was it? Giga Volt, Giga Smash.
Yeah. It's funny, right? It's like, yeah, I remember like fucking Billy's review about with Dragon Quest V. It's like, you know, these fucking spell names, man. It's like,
Yeah.
they really are just descriptive of what the fucking spell do until you go to whack.
Back. And
I swear, it's like sometimes I play like hero with like in Smash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that character has basically become like my meme character. I just like simply do stupid shit with it and see if I win.
I like it as
You know,
one is kill skill too.
Yeah, it's like occasionally try to fire off a whack, and if it fails, my brother is like, "What the fuck was that?" Whack. Or do accelerate and jump off the fucking off the stage. No, the hero is like my brother always thinks that like, you know, after hero doing critical hits with his like with his smash attacks, he thinks that like, you know, other characters can do that too. But I'm like, no. Critical hits are only something that like the hero got for free.
Anyway, you now have like these little tigers, and they can hurt a little bit, but it's their mom that really fucks you, can fuck you up if you don't watch out.
It's a good thing this game doesn't have this thing where if you kill the whelp, the mother comes and kills you.
The good thing this king doesn't have a level 80 giant monkey.
Oh man, that's such a random ass thing.
Actually, I kind of like that's actually the one thing I like about Xenoblade Chronicle games. Is just like, oh yeah, there's this random level 80 enemy in the background somewhere.
What this game does instead is once you're done with like a certain portion of the game, it starts ramping up the enemy difficult levels and stuff.
Right.
And changes the counter.
Anyway, if you just like walk up to them while they're sleeping, they will stay asleep in the battle for a little bit.
I think they wake up once you attack them, so I don't know if it works like Final Fantasy because back in
It doesn't work like Final Fantasy. I think there's a chance they will stay asleep.
oh right, yeah, look at it, like fucking Eric hit him and he's fucking kept
now
sleeping.
he wakes up.
It's like a Final Fantasy, only magic. You could, you know, use a magic and a sleep an enemy would still be sleeping, but physical attacks would wake them up.
Yep.
Such a stupid thing too. It's like, man, imagine me firing off a flare and like do this nuclear explosion, and yet you keep sleeping. What the fuck?
But then you wake up and you get physically hit. It's like, what?
It's bullshit. It's like I'm getting burned here. I thought every sleeping person would wake up after getting burned in their sleep.
Man, I can't wait until the next One Piece D&D. I'm just fucking excited for what's gonna happen next. And then I expected One Piece Space Adventures. What the fuck?
I know, right?
Didn't expect Space Grease to be so fucking wet.
Well, red because of the enemy's blood or red because of communism?
Oh, it's wet because the planet is wet.
Ah, I see.
And it's don't worry, and it's like food in the worst gulag is still better than your average McDonald's, and it's...
Honestly, I'm just. I don't think the Romanian knows how to make gulag food, but it's like I legitimately want to give them gulag food and see if they can keep that straight face.
And this comes from the people that want to eat insects and take them seriously.
Good point. It's like, you know, I say it often, right? It's like, if you want to eat insects, go ahead, but if you force it onto me, you get the fucking fist.
Like, I'm not gonna do that. I think it's gross.
It's like, I guess the most, in a certain, like, traditional sense, sushi might have been disgusting for most people, you know? Raw fish and all that. And you know, that's fucking delicious if you try it, of course, but it's like... But I'm not forcing it onto other people.
But I think it's like inherently fish doesn't like... I think for a lot of people, a fish doesn't inherently look disgusting, you know?
Yeah. It's just, you know, we know that it's raw and most people don't like to eat raw. If anything.
Well, then you have the Dutch who just eat a whole fish. Swallow it whole, don't give a fuck.
No wonder why they're friends with the Japanese, or were.
Yeah, well,
You
they
know,
were
the
friends.
friendship was
Then it was-
was open.
Then World War II happened, and it's like my friendship with Japan ended. America is now my best friend.
Are you sure? I thought the European Union was their best friend. Oh wait, it was after 50 years. My fault.
Is it our best friend though? I don't know who our best friend would be right now.
Certainly not America or Britain. I can tell you that much.
We're talking about best friend though. We're not just talking about what a political leader thinks. Fuck him.
No, I think
I think it comes more from what people think of, like, you know, general people think, and then the other side of general people do that. But I think, yeah, because if we're just talking about financially and shit, then yeah, Germany would technically be our best friend because we trade the most with it. But you know, the trading partner is not a friend.
I'm just trying to think, and honestly, all I can think of is that literally everybody in the Netherlands, so it had some form of racist idea going on. I think literally everybody, even the foreigners, hate the Americans, or talk shit about the Americans.
Well, I understand though, like the Dutch talking shit about the Americans is more funny. I actually think most people actually don't dislike the Americans; they just think they're kind of a little bit crazy. The Germans, on the other hand, but holy shit, they're ruthless.
Yeah, you're right. It's the Germans and some of the foreigners that are actually really ruthless.
Like, god damn.
Like, you know.
But I find it hilarious because it's usually also those people that like take in the worst parts of the American culture. They take in the woke culture of the American culture. It's great.
I know, right?
Honestly, as to be, I would totally love to fucking barbecue all the hamburgers on the 7th of July.
It sounds fun. It's like I'm not even I'm not even that much interested. Like, what is it, the 7th of July, or was it the 4th of July?
7th.
It's like I don't even care about what fucking the holiday that is. It sounds fun and I'll join.
Right?
You know, barbecuing with your friends and family. It's like that, sometimes I fucking hate this idea of you shouldn't join the cultural things like Christmas and all that. I'm like, listen, I might not exactly do the whole gifting nonsense and all that, but if it's fun, like hanging out with your friends, why not? Why ruin the spirit?
Yeah, it's like it's like you don't have to join for the same reasons. Like they're always like, oh man, but if you're an atheist, why do you celebrate Christmas? Yeah, it's like, well, there's different reasons to celebrate a holiday, you know.
Exactly.
Like, I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I still celebrate Easter with my parents and everything. You know, it's a holiday where, the Easter bunny arrives and lays down all the eggs. We have to search it. Fuck the reasoning at that point. We're just having fun
funny.
here.
It's just fun. It's like you have a good time with your family and friends. It raises the family spirit and all that, and friend bonding and all.
Exactly.
It's like some people really look always in this one-dimensional direction.
I think people are social creatures, and it's best if we just kind of get along and like these holidays, even if we do not always agree with the same beliefs and shit.
And all that, right?
That's why I always think foreigners they shouldn't be forced to join the holidays, obviously. But I think it would be better if they did join at least a little bit. Just at least kind of partied around as well. Because otherwise you're just gonna be secluded in your own little subculture next to the main culture of the country you live in, and that's kind of a waste, I feel.
Yeah.
If I were in Japan, if I were to live in Japan, I'd totally go to the summer festival because fuck, I'm interested. I don't like busy places, but goddamn, I'm interested. Just gonna walk around and see how things go.
It's like, remember the old days when we had Christmas dinners at school? It was always a good time because it's like, oh man, I can bake my mother's bread there, and everybody's gonna enjoy eating them and all that. I'm gonna enjoy their mother's food and shit, and we're gonna have a good time just laughing and talking nonsense.
I forgot
Probably not the same nonsense.
Before we continue on with that, welcome to Poristan. Everyone is fucking poor as fuck here.
This place is big and high in all fucking places.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things to explore, and even I think there's also some cleanup that you probably have to do later.
Could be. As you can see, a lot of people just kind of live in these huts. Some apparently just like living here too. It's like, oh yeah, this place is great. Honestly though, when I look at this, it's like, you know, actually you could probably make a nice place out of this if you just have a bit, if you just built a bit more.
I know, right?
I don't even think the wooden aesthetic would be bad. Just, you know, could maybe better quality wood, maybe better craftsmanship, architecture. You know, it could actually live. It could actually be pretty nice.
Exactly.
There's one thing I sometimes think about when it comes to like certain poor neighborhoods is that they probably could actually turn their lives around to build upon a lot of shit. But when one person does it, that one person will just get like fucking raided by the other poor people, and then they all get fucked. They all get fucked at the end because of it anyway.
Yeah. It's the whole problem with like poor neighborhoods. It's just criminality is just an annoyance, really. It makes it so that it makes it, what do you call it, unattractive for people to come and live there or like build up shops.
Right. It's kind of just comes to a point where it's kind of like, you know, the people that live there either are very desperate or they tend to just not really be smart enough to think things through, you know?
So most of the time, those people probably move out of those fucking slums in a way.
Yeah. I'm sure I saw Camo come this way.
Wouldn't it be so? You know, maybe those places wouldn't be so bad if good policing was going around in that place. But nowadays we have idiots screaming for defunding that shit. So.
In America, at least in this country, it's kind of like, you know, police will fucking do shit. They don't care.
Yeah, I did hear there were some like no-go zones in Holland as well. At least back when my dad was working for like a.
They are in every country, but in Rotterdam there were plenty of no-go zones. Then also at some point was there a time where like they went like, okay, we're gonna reduce the crime zones, motherfuckers, let's go. And then some of the no-go zones disappeared as the police just came in.
Literally, the police can do whatever the fuck it wants, but it doesn't do it because it can't be bothered.
I think it's more so that they need the order to be allowed to do that kind of shit, you know?
Alright.
You can't always blame the police themselves. It's usually the management.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, though, like if you focus your police on one city, then you know another city might lack police officers.
Yes.
So you're just gonna have to like make it like, okay, so what are we gonna do about the no-go zones? Well, at the right time we should strike and like just do something about it.
Just hope that the government doesn't lower the spending on police at some point.
But if that isn't the problem, then the other problem is just like there might be always like some people in those no-go zones might just have like a policeman in their pockets, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So are you going back to that one chest?
Yeah, at some point. This place is legendary. It's filthy. It's got to be no roof. Food's bleeding awful, but the drinks are cheap. And man, the dance is banned. Titty. Wow. Titty. Where's Gohan there? Gohan, what happened?
He's fallen, man. He went back in time and couldn't use his scholar diploma for anything.
Can't believe it, man. Nothing tastes better than a drink brought with someone else's body. I just got the best job in the world. Damn, Gohan fucking died. Can't believe it, man.
I got reincarnated as like a poor man.
In another world. Funny enough, though, we'll be like a poor man for like 5 episodes, and then everything will be just fine. Then we'll just basically back to your typical isekai show. Oh boy, time to get some loot.
Man, at least with the grandpa you can make some good fucking jokes.
Who stole my loot? Damn it, Deku! How dare you steal someone's shit? I thought you were a hero. What? All heroes steal shit. Look at you. Ah, guess you're right.
How convenient that the Rust man is like voice acting Eric.
Who?
You know, the guy that can, you know, rust people. The bad guy with the hands.
Oh, that guy. He existed. He came up, fucked saw a sword up, and then fucking got beaten right after.
No, I'm talking about My Hero Academia, where he also does that.
Oh.
Very...
Oh, that was the guy. Dat the One Piece was the guy.
Yeah. No, it's you know, it's like the voice actor for that guy is Eric, from My Hero Academia.
Can't believe it. It will cost you. Mind you, 5 gold per proper juicy info. Alright, so it's just after that. Firstly, oranges are an excellent source of juice. I'm gonna kick him over the head.
No, you know, just it's like you look at it in a negative way, but look, we're in the Corona time, and vitamin C is really useful. So eat your fucking oranges.
No. You won't find armor at better prices here, actually. I'm pretty sure I will. Oh, buying the leather armor. Meow. Is there any point to it? No. Not really. I don't know. Even children get fucked here. You know, I'm saying that figuratively, but...
Fuck you.
I meant that
All right.
figuratively, but you know... Sometimes with places like this, it's also in a medieval setting to the Mexicverse.
It's a lot more possible for like a 9-year-old because, you know, she bleeds. Ready to breathe, good bitch.
If she's ready to breathe, she's ready to breathe. Fucking goddammit. And I can't believe... I just can't believe.
And that one is like you could, you know, in these time perks, you couldn't say like age is a number because who cares about the fucking age? Bleeding is enough.
Breathing is enough.
If the bleeding starts, you know it.
If she can count, she's ready to mount. Oh god, these are so fucking terrible.
They are. They are.
If she can cross the street, she's ready to breathe.
I thought it was something else with that one.
No, that was the one actually. That was the original one.
Alright, they made a whole compilation with it as well.
Right.
Oh look, the special door thingy.
And I can't believe Joe, if it's a child, it's time to get wild. Biden is the president of the United States. Roll up, get your fresh veg here. Don't go eating them raw, mind you now. You wanna boil them, come on. See the veg shop? Okay, so sparkles it over to the other side of the wall. That's right, yours truly. How do people eat here? Normally it's the word for sparkling.
They eat the dog?
What do you think you're staring at, eh? Okay.
Who the fuck are you? Who's fucking sassy lost child is this?
Oh, that's just a local prostitute. Oh, okay. Well, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah, this place is filled with degenerates. Let's get out of here. Man, fuck Eliador.
Alright.
Hello, love. You wait nothing to get through this way. Sorry, it ain't. Someone's pinched off the plank again. Not a bad. Okay, fine, whatever. Like, let's go to the shop here then. Hey, Ruby.